y'all. Claralot Angels podcast here. I'm Clara.
I'm Angeline.
I'm Lottie.
Today we're here with a gold dredge. Now this seems like a little intimidating at first. It is a technological marvel of the 1910s to the 1950s. It was something that, it's like this sort of boat in the gold rush era, top of like going on a river and digging through rock.
That's so,
like through the water.
Interesting.
Yeah,
Underneath the water.
Rock.
Or to the bank of the water.
To the bank of the water and constantly digging. Very like easy compared to like the panning.
Oh.
You know, but obviously not very easy. Machinery of that time is very dangerous.
Moving factory.
So it's a moving factory. So it's like you're digging through this rock and bringing the gold in. But what I had to do here for my build is take this dredge and sort of refurbish it into a house someone wanted, which I think is neat. Like recycled, you know, this would just be stuck in the pond.
Yeah, it'd just be sitting there rotten.
Oh, no.
You know, so I'm recycling it. It's very overgrown. It's this like sort of marshland.
I'm so excited to see this.
Right. Now these are like these huge cogs that are spinning and bringing these buckets up that are digging in this rock.
Very steampunk.
Right?
Yeah.
That's a good description.
You know what
Steampunk.
I mean?
Very, I don't know, like you picture like a hot land, but that's not necessarily true for a dredge. Usually it was like a colder land.
Wherever they found gold.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah. That's so interesting to think about.
Very industrial.
Yeah.
Metals, a lot of rust, a lot of metal sheets.
Metal grates. Metal
More
sheets,
useful
metal
than
everything.
gorgeousness happening.
Yeah.
So
very.
you come in, you make it gorgeous.
And I take what the land has sort of made gorgeous around it. Like, think of things growing up on this old rusty bucket.
recovering
Exactly.
from getting churned up.
And this person that I'm building for loved the industrial and loved the nature, which I think is such an interesting combination.
You know what's interesting about the world being alive?
What?
When something happens to it, it turns a page and moves forward.
I always thought it was so... You hear that lady on ball again?
You know, if you knock down... I do. If you knock down a building, the building's not going to regrow.
It's true.
But if you have a tornado rip through somewhere, you know, things will regrow.
Wrong.
It just takes time.
I just think it's so interesting to think about everything that's on this earth that you build from was on this earth to create what you build from.
That is so interesting. You can't create or destroy anything.
I feel like that's why you should be careful and recycle more.
I think so too.
Because when you make something into something else, like plastics or metals or whatever, you usually end up burning things.
It's unfortunate.
To get rid of it.
Now, I don't know an awful lot about chemistry and whatnot.
Me either.
But when people learned how to make plastic, they didn't learn how to break down plastic.
You should always have like the anti of something.
You know what I mean?
It's like a superhero.
Yeah.
You gotta be careful of that.
You gotta find the kryptonite.
This was such a pain to re-establish all these buckets. These are the buckets that go in the rock and scoop it up. It's not really rock. You're not going like hard rock, but it's like, you know, the bank
Gravel.
beneath. Usually there's a lot of gold beneath the rocks.
Pebbles, little boulders.
What do you call that? The
Strata?
There she
I
goes
don't
again,
know.
y'all. You hear
Hi.
that motorcycle?
There she goes.
Yeah, now.
It's a busy day on our street.
Girl, I forget what that's called.
Strata.
Bedrock?
Bedrock.
Underneath the
bedrock.
bedrock or right before the bedrock?
On top of the bedrock.
On top of it. There, hold on.
Because it's looking for gold.
There goes another motorcycle.
So the
right
gold's
by.
heavy. So
Right.
gold falls down through all the pebbles and rocks and boulders.
Filtered.
And then it stops at the bedrock, which is like, you know, a flat slab. It's not concrete, actually, but you could equate it to concrete.
Right.
Nothing's going
Catching
through it.
everything.
It's catching it all.
Yes.
Now this here is like captain's quarters type thing. It's not really, you don't steer the boat from here. There's like these controls up top, but I picture if it's like a ship, you do have to have that something.
The engine.
Right, well, like the point of interest where you can see through a window straight forward or straight back, because a dredge is very confusing.
You know.
What's the forward, what's the back? Because the
It's
buckets
true.
are like on the, where you're going forward. You're going straight
It's
ahead.
true. It'd be interesting to know, like, do the dredges just churn through, like, unbroken land, or do they have to have the land cleared first?
But you got to reverse, right?
You know what I mean?
But anyways, it's
So,
like
back when they were made, there wasn't a lot of machinery, and I don't imagine. So, were they going through... Oh, first of all, that is so cute. Those
Thank
lots
you.
just being polished up.
Well, it's a very industrial age when they came about.
Yeah.
So it's like very factory-oriented, 1910s, 1920s.
You know, people are dreaming big and making money.
Right. The Great Depression's going to happen. All that sort of thing.
You know.
A lot of factory working, a lot of steam, a lot of metal. Scary machinery. This is big.
Because it's more about getting the job done than it is about keeping the human life safe.
Exactly. Or like the environment safe.
Yeah.
So what I think is so interesting about a dredge is usually it's in a pond or something that gets closed in around it, or in the mud because the pond went away. Nature will always prevail and come and like sort of suck it in.
Yeah.
You know, so that's what I thought was so cute about this dredge. I kept it very natural.
It is the most gorgeous thing with all those natural things happening around it.
I think that is such a symbol of where we live.
Yeah, it really is.
Leave something for a few years. You're going to come back, and it's going to be
It's
a tree
true.
growing through.
Overgrown.
Across the road from my house, there used to be, an old store.
Right.
And they took down the building of it after a couple years of letting it kind of like cave in. And now it's just a little woods.
Right, like a big old forest.
Yeah. And like the trees aren't big yet, but there are many trees over there.
Exactly, and they will get big.
They will.
There's like a 5-year sort of patch between when you plant the tree and when you grow it, where there's still like spindly little things.
You're like,
It's
oh,
very
it's a
true.
little plant, and then you're like, oh, it's a tree that I would need machinery to take down.
Exactly. So this up here, I put at the top a bedroom. I thought that was cute.
Oh, that's
That is
cute.
so cute.
Now,
You
for
want
me
that
personally,
nice view.
right? A view. For me personally, I don't want, like, I wouldn't want a segmented house. Like, here's my bedroom, here's my living room, gotta go down to the kitchen. But I also think that's so cute in a way.
It is cute.
Plus these caution doors, I just
Well,
kept
you know what they
things.
say, you should never work in your bedroom. Your bedroom should be just for sleeping.
It is like a hotel room.
You know what I mean? So you go into that space, and as soon as you get in there, you're like, I'm tired, yawn, yawn. You know?
So
Not
true.
like, I'm going to do my homework.
So true. Never bring your
Work into your
And
bedroom.
could you imagine all that natural light waking you up in the morning?
Really?
Right.
You better go to bed early, you know?
You better go to
So
bed early because
true.
you're waking up at 8 o'clock with sun beaming right on your face.
Oh, so true. If you're lucky, 8 o'clock.
You know,
Be honest with all those windows.
it's true.
I was going for like a dark brown, orangey,
I love
yellow
that.
color.
It looks edible. It's so beautiful.
Oh, thank you. Like a butterscotch.
Butterscotch, caramel,
I was really into the sheet metal on the wall, too. I just kept it, cleaned it up, made sure it wasn't sharp.
There's such a richness to browns. Like when you first turn over your garden soil, like it just makes you feel
True.
so like wholesome and rich. That's how I feel about browns. They're beautiful.
I'm so excited because it's almost time to plant.
It is.
That time of year,
It's so.
which I love.
Me too.
Like, see all these succulents and things?
I was just going to say that little TV tucked between the two windows.
right.
Making use of space, you know?
It's not taking your aunt anywhere crazy.
Yeah.
I was trying to go for a grill here, but I ended up putting it on the rail
I love that.
because I didn't want anything to be too crazy.
No, but like honestly, this build is so wholesome.
This is a little eating area, and you can grill, but there's also going to be a kitchen. Downstairs, you can bring it just right up the stairways, come sit down.
I love how you just, refurbished and repainted all those like industrial black and white strips of like danger mode. Like,
Right.
so cute.
Important. I wanted it to just stay sort of
True.
faithful to its history.
Yeah.
Now this here is the kitchen. It's pretty modernized. I kept, little wheel, a little stool right there.
That's where they would steer it from.
Right.
That's the cutest thing I've ever seen.
The caution doors all over. The car's going by. I don't know if y'all can hear it, but it's crazy busy here, so we apologize. But it is just that sort of day.
It really
Here
is.
comes
but it's-
another motorcycle.
I love
Here
it.
they come.
I feel like we're on a hallway right now.
How do you do, y'all?
How do you do?
Now here, midway through, I thought, oh my gosh, where am I going to put the bathroom? So this is sort of a last minute addition that I put in.
I love that.
There goes the car again. Now, what I wanted to do here is put I wanted a little tiny bathroom, but then I was like, I can't fit a sink. But then I thought, if you're grilling, you can have a little place to wash up right there.
I love that.
Right?
I do. I think like that is just like the cutest because why do you need to wash your hands in private?
It's true.
You know what I mean?
Exactly. Plus,
Now
it's
you
pretty.
can see if people are washing their hands or not.
True. You come out and get to that sink, please.
Right.
So here's a big old overview. Excuse me. A big old overview of the Dredge, and then this is an eating area by the buckets. Those
I
buckets
love
are
that.
not in operation
That is
anymore.
so cute.
No, you can just enjoy the stones in them, which has a good vibe to me.
Me too.
I love rocks.
Here's the kitchen.
Gorgeous.
Thank you.
This is a very earthy home, and I love that.
I wanted to bring the earth back to it.
Yeah.
It's very like metal oriented. I wanted to keep those greenery plants popping.
All that metal came from the earth, and it shall go back to the earth. You know
That's
what I mean?
true. Very true. That carpet right there, I love.
Wow.
And such a nice little space.
Pops of
Plant
yellow,
wall.
orange, brown.
They could have a little
Such a
cat,
wholesome combo.
a cat or a dog or a
I
bunny.
love that.
You know, that right there. Those plants right there on the end of the bed.
Wow, I just want to curl up in that bed.
You know.
I know. It's a single person's dwelling, as you could see.
I love
But you could
this.
fit, a big bed there.
I mean, if you
Easily.
wanted to.
Oh, there goes another motorcycle. Well, there it is. That's the final product right there.
It's
Amazing
gorgeous.
job.
Thank y'all for joining us.
Thank you.